Let me bring up the presentation.
Monica, Lisa, you guys, Robin still with us?
Did you close that?
I'm here.
Okay, great.
Did you close that presentation out?
Yep. Oh, whatever.
I'm saying it's mine.
Are you guys there?
Just cross her name out with yours. Okay.
I'm there. I can't get the YouTube to come out. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay, Monica and Lisa, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, when we do our votes, so after somebody does a motion and then it's seconded, and then when I ask for the all in favor, we're gonna go down the list each time. So I'm gonna start with Brad, then Monica, then Joe, then Lisa. Each one of you, I'll say your name, then just say yes or aye. We'll do that for each vote. Does that make sense?
You guys there?
Did we do shit?
Yeah, understood.
They said understood.
It was just, oh,
Oh, okay.
we translated from further away. All right. We good to go?
Yes.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Tuesday, April 21st regular school board meeting. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the March 3rd, 2020 work session and the minutes of the March 17th regular board meeting?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor, Brad,
Aye.
Monica,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
Lisa.
Aye.
All right, we're approved. Dr. Niedermeyer, on for the recognitions.
Yes, we have a lot of recognitions tonight, and we want to honor these students, and it's really sad that they're not here, but we're going to celebrate them. So the first step is we have the Hazeldale Elementary Hawk Bots Robotics team who qualified and competed in the Indiana State Robotics State Competition. So congratulations to these students. Ryan Olitzer, Riley Galima, Colton Hawk, Emery Henderson, Sebastian Hilbert, Will Horvath, Mia Kring, Adrian Madison, Andy McGrew, Tessa Mullen, Olivia Parmley, Iker Salazar, Sully Shunk, Cohen Schumann, Ellie Smith, Levi Tice, and Haley Wachowski. Congratulations.
Good job.
Next up, with the robotics team at West, they earned the VEX IQ Indiana State Robotics Innovate Award, and the team was slated to go represent West at the Nationals in Louisville in April. Of course, unfortunately, that didn't happen. But congratulations to Addison Crane, Payla Madsen, Elizabeth Matthews, Ava Middleton, and Mina Vent. Then we've got the ISMA band at East Middle School. These students were qualified for the ISMA State Solo and Ensemble. There were 3 soloists and 1 ensemble scheduled to participate in February. And all students are in the 8th grade, and they're competing in an honor which is generally available only for students in high school. So congratulations to these students: Braden Cook, Braden Gullidge, Cameron Huber, Marcus Johnson, Jacob Malloy, and Luke Mumaw. Girls basketball. We have Ashlyn Shade was named to the Indiana Basketball Coaches Association Subway All-State Underclass Supreme 15 team. So congratulations to Ashlyn. And on the swim team, Sammy Huff was named the 2020 state champion in the 100-yard breaststroke. So congratulations to Sammy. In dance, we have the Noblesville High School dance students were recognized for being regional championships in POM and also qualifying for state in hip hop. The team was slated to head to the state competition. So congratulations to Kate Barker, Lily Barker, Lilia Congrove, Jenna Hulbert, Katie Hofsetz, Riley Humphrey, Jackie Lawrence, Natalie Lorch, Audrey Willett, Jessica Puff, Ashley Reed, Abby Tank, Ellie Warren, and Nicolette Watson. All right, then for band, we've got the following students earning a gold rating at the Indiana State School Music Association Solo and Ensemble Competition. Congratulations to Alex Alley, Jonah Alley, Connor Anderson, Zachary Anderson, Kaylee Armstrong, Graham Bailey, Emery Breedemeyer, Taylor Cash, Michael Clark, Peter Clark, Joy Corbett, Michael Dick, Belle Dew, Shay Doughty, Hayden Fisher, Nate Foster, Billy Gregory, Vincent Hammer, Chris Holland, Madeline Jarrett, Grace Keeler, Xander Knuckles, Josh Crone, Sophia Cuso, Caitlin Lassen, Aiden Leib, Megan Martin, Sophie Meyer, Cole Melton, Eric Murillo, Luke Nelson, and Jabulana Gomo. Carrying on. Next page. Macy Overhart, Nick Oak, Vincent Poy, Quentin Pickerel, Anna Papras, Brian Raymond, Ethan Richardson, Solomon Seal, Sam Schertzer, Bailey Smith, Cameron Story, Noah Swart, Sean Vitalis, Jackson Von Blon, Karen Wentz, Noah Westland. And then for choir and piano, we have Colleen Place, Caitlin Pepples, and Lauren Wentz. In orchestra, we have Mason Kennedy and Maggie Hoppel. For jazz band at the Noblesville High School, these students earned a gold rating at the Indiana State School Music Association Solo and Ensemble Competition. Alexander Leahy, Aiden Ford, Taylor Cash, Samuel Eager, Alexander Johnson, Rebecca Kelleher, Joshua Crone, Andrew Matthews, Connor Menarding, Mark Miller, Ian Montarzi, Luke Nelson, Macy Oberhart, Nathaniel Peck, Anna Pakras, Jacob Brenner, Solomon Seal, Noah Westland, and Grace Wilds. In the Winter Guard, these students were selected to compete at the state competition. We've got Jordan Armstrong, Brenna Bailey, Ava Shibbolett, Jenny Kosand, Savannah Davis, Jenna Farmer, Vivian Hammer, Ava Immel, Alyssa Isar, Sandra Jackson, Jane Young, McCaitlin Lawson, Gwendolyn Lynch, Ava Murdoch, Anna Peck, Grace Ping, Corinne Reagan, Amanda Stevens, and Adriana York. We also want to congratulate Donna Buckley for being named assistant coach for the Indiana All-Star team. So congratulations, Donna. And we're winding down here. We've got the IASP Secretary Above and Beyond Award. So Hazel Dell wants to honor Aiden Maringer, who was represented with the IASP Secretary Above and Beyond Award, but the conference unfortunately was canceled due to COVID-19. All right, so congratulations to Aiden. And then the Noblesville Schools Education Foundation wants to recognize their team members for all their hard work with Miller Palooza. These folks did an amazing job. Congratulations and thank you so much to Jane Barr, Jennifer Beers, Allie Beaver, Mary Collier, Lori Dyer, Jennifer Jacoby, Julie Jensen, Julia Kozicki, Tammy Murray, Jill Patrick, Michelle Payne, Stephanie Smith, and Adrian Young. It was a night we will all remember. All right, we've got the Hair Teachers of the Month from Noblesville High School. We've got Jody Garrett. She is a family and consumer science teacher with 30 years of teaching. She became a teacher because of a strong calling from God to pursue teaching as a career. Her goal for students is to see the purpose in their lives and to see value and worth in themselves. Her advice for parents is to tell your children that you love them every single day. Outside of the school, she likes to cook, bake, attend church, and spend time with family. Noblesville Schools is special to her because of the students, parents, and staff. Next up, we have Autumn Pasa. She's a Spanish teacher with 16 years of teaching. She became a teacher to share her love of Spanish. She hopes her students will fall in love with the language and the culture just as she has. She wants students to have the ability to communicate effectively in Spanish. Her advice to parents is to expose your children to Spanish outside of the classroom. When she's not in school, she enjoys time with family, watching Hallmark movies, and reading. Noblesville Schools is a wonderful community. Noblesville High School is not just where she works, it is her home. Debbie Pearson, she is a French teacher with 40 years of teaching experience. She became a teacher because she loves sharing the language and culture with students. Her goal for students is to be able to communicate in French and understand the French culture. Her advice to parents is to love your children, teach them responsibility, be active, and travel. When she's not in school, she enjoys walking, shopping, reading, and spending her time with family and her new grandson. Noblesville Schools care so much about our students. So congratulations to the Hair Chevrolet Teachers of the Month. And I wish they were all here.
Right. Such an impressive list.
It's a very impressive list. Great work to everyone.
Okay, on to the reports. So the Little Miller Preschool update.
Okay, so this presentation, oh, I think we can show, she's got the video.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Do you want me to-
Yeah, go ahead and play. Do I need to turn the volume up over there?
It's all the way up. It's her. It's her.
What is it?
Well, we have some audio, but it's very, very quiet. So, can you hear okay?
I can slightly hear it. Yeah. Faintly. I think it's just coming through his computer.
Okay.
It's on her end.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I see.
Little Miller's Preschool incorporates social emotional learning of calming corners in the classrooms and using the Second Steps program as part of the curriculum. We also add many calming breaks through the school day by using our chime to meditate and calm our monkey mind. Or we do yoga to calm our bodies. We also have a book. We'll usually choose an activity from the book, and then we read together about it and we act it out as a class. They often ask to do it more than once. The Calming Corner is for anyone to access at any time when they are feeling sad, mad, or just overwhelmed and need a minute to calm down. Social emotional learning is so important in preschool because they are learning lifelong skills. Preschoolers are learning to get along with others, manage strong feelings, and focus attention. Our classrooms work hard to connect themselves to their school buildings and greater community. Even though we are a private program, we strive to find ways to connect to our school buildings as much as possible. Melissa Balsich will share a little more on that now.
Little Miller's Preschool connects to our community by inviting Noblesville community helpers into our schools. We also have invited parent community helpers into our classrooms to share what they do with us for our community helper units. The kids love seeing all the good work their parents do. Parents spend time in our classrooms as mystery readers and special guests. We are also able to connect with our specials teachers a few times a year at Bell Elementary. The Hazeldale staff puts a lot of work into these. Families from all LNP sites are invited to attend these after-school events. Activities are set up in stations for families to enjoy.
As we've recently seen our schools turn upside down through this pandemic, I couldn't be more proud of the LP staff as they found ways to connect with their students during this time. Our teachers have been primarily using Seesaw, Zoom, and Flipgrid to connect with their families. Chrissy Cox put together this beautiful video to highlight some of the learning and connections that have taken place these last few weeks.
I thought I would come on tonight and read one of my favorite books. This is something that I do with the kids every day, and I really absolutely enjoy doing it. So I was kind of missing it tonight, so I thought I would come on and read Pete's a Pizza.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come around when I see you again, when I see you again.
It's love seeing all of your responses every day. So have a great time reading, and I'm so proud of you, and I'll talk to you soon. As we look ahead to what is next for LMP, we want to continue to work with the district to align our instruction with best practices in the K-12 classrooms. We value fun and play, but we also take our jobs very seriously in providing quality preschool education for our students. We are a preschool, we're not a daycare, and we are passionate about ensuring that there's quality behind the activities that we choose in our classrooms. We are also currently exploring some options for scholarships in the coming years and what that would look like for the LLB program. I personally am extremely passionate about reaching as many pre-K students as we possibly can. Preschool should be available for all of our Noblesville community children, not just those families with a poor rent. So stay tuned as we continue to explore these options and what that would look like in our LLB classrooms. And finally, before we leave, I did want to take an opportunity to share some pictures and videos from this past year from all of the LLB classrooms. Hopefully they bring a little smile to your face. Thank you for all of your support for the Little Preschool program, and we wish you and your families good health during these uncertain times. Take care.
Energy model.
There. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
Okay, on to our public comment. Do you have anybody online? All right.
No, we don't.
I'm shocked, okay. All right. On to our consent agenda. We have the contracts, agreements, donations, and overnight trips. We had 2 donations, one by Salesforce for a matching donation grant for the NE Library for $1,000, and the White River PTO donated White River to purchase some lamination materials. Can I have a motion to approve the consent items?
So move. Second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Brad?
Aye.
Monica?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Lisa?
Aye.
All right, we got this down. Okay. All right, on to the action items. Building Corporation, have a motion to adopt the resolution authorizing and ratifying execution of lease agreement, appraisal proceedings, and electronic signatures.
So move. Second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Brad?
Aye.
Monica?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Lisa?
Aye.
All right, motion passes.
Did we skip the contracts and agreement and personnel? Oh, that was all.
That was in the consent.
Yeah, thank you.
On to the, one of my favorite titles, the bread bid renewal. I have a motion to approve the extension of the bid from Alpha Baking Company Incorporated in the amount of $29,732 for bread products for use in the school lunch program, which was previously approved for the 2018-19 school year, extended for the 2019-20 school year, and will continue to extend for the 2021 school year.
So move. Second.
Any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Brad?
Aye.
Monica?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Lisa?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. On to the milk bid renewal. I have a motion to approve the extension of the bid from Prairie Farms Dairy Incorporated in the amount of $174,400 for some milk and related dairy products for use in the school lunch program, which was previously approved for the 2017-18 school year, extended for its renewal for the 2018-19 school year, and extended for its second renewal for the 2019-20 school year, and will continue to extend for the 2021 school year. Can I have a motion?
So. Second.
Brad and Joe. Any discussion? All those in favor? Brad?
Aye.
Monica?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Lisa?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. On to the HPS Group Purchasing Renewal. Motion to approve the extension of the agreement with HPS LLC and Noblesville Schools Program for group purchasing, which was previously approved for the 2018-19 school year, extended for the 19-20 school year, and will continue to extend for the 2021 school year. Motion?
So move. Second.
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Brad?
Aye.
Monica?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Lisa?
Aye.
Okay, on to our policy approvals. We have a number of policies: human dignity, budget preparation, budget hearing, payroll deductions, disposition of real property, small unmanned aircraft systems, didn't even know we had a policy on that, volunteers, public records, school safety, emergency evacuation of school, coach training and IHSA reporting, and transportation. Can I have a motion to adopt these policies as presented?
So move. Second.
Brad? Any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Brad?
Aye.
Monica?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Lisa?
Aye.
Okay, on to the committee reports. Dr. Niemeyer.
Yes, we have been working coming up with plans A, B, and C for multiple things. We are still delivering food, and we had a slight decrease in the meals that were requested after spring break, but Erin just told me today that they're back up again, so that's good news. And we've got our counselors and social workers are making lots of connections to support students during this difficult time in the families. So that's going really well. And we're just now starting to have conversations about what it's going to look like when we come back to school and getting plans in place. There's still lots of plans being discussed about how we can, once we are allowed to get back, to bring some closure to this school year. And so there's lots of good ideas out there for that. And then also filling the learning gaps for that obviously have taken place during this extended e-learning. And so we're having lots of conversations, and we'll be rolling out some plans once we get everything defined to our families. Yeah.
Thank you.
Love how we're extending Wi-Fi too across the district.
Andy and
That
his team's
is
done a great job with that.
wonderful.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes. You really eliminate the inequities.
Right.
Saw some kids in the parking lots just on the way in this morning, so it was nice. I think there's kids that have Wi-Fi, but they kind of like the idea of being in the parking lot and maybe seeing a friend or two while they're doing stuff. It's kind of a nice little side benefit too. So.
Well, and we've heard from a lot of families when you've got multiple people
Yeah.
on the Wi-Fi, it's really stretching it. People are working from home, and so it hasn't been as reliable as it normally is. So that's been a challenge for families as well. So that provides another alternative. You get frustrated, just go over to one of our school parking lots. So that's good.
I have a friend who's a marriage counselor, and she's joking about bandwidth and Wi-Fi are two hot topics right now. Sharing office space, that whole thing. So,
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Noblesville Schools Education Foundation Board, Monica?
Yes, the Education Foundation Board met this morning, and via Zoom meeting, of course. And most of the meeting was spent recapping Millerpalooza, very successful night. The committee deserves so much to be recognized, as Beth mentioned earlier. The initial fundraising numbers are that they netted over $54,000 and still have a few things trickling in. So it's way up from last year, which was just awesome, and it was a super fun night. And they set a date for next year's Millerpalooza for February 19th. So mark your calendars. Hopefully we will be going back to large gatherings at that time. And it will be at the end of the week as well. And I think this is the right form to say this, but Honors Night is going to be virtual. I learned that. I didn't know that, but it's still going to be May 6th and done virtually, right, Beth?
Yes,
Is that May 6th or May 5th?
May 6th.
6th.
There is a Wizards event that's coming back for the first time. It hasn't been around for the last few years, but it was a fun night when we used to have it, and that is November 12th. So that is a summary of the meeting.
All right, thanks, Monica. I'm going to step over to the podium for the Parks Board. So we had a little fun at the Parks Board meeting. All the folks that were concerned about the train, I can get my mouse to work, will be very happy to know it's getting some neighbors. So, what you're seeing here is before and after floor plans. On the left is what's there now. You just walk up to the building and it's Hop Station. We discovered that it's Hop Station because it's the train station that was in Hobbs, Indiana, and they took it in 1968 and moved it from Hobbs up here, so it's actually historical. So some of the things that they're doing, they are improving the ramp system up to the front of the building, and then on the train track side, they're adding a platform, and I'll show you another slide. You actually have a long platform that you walk on to get on the train. So elevation-wise, this was like a 20-page document. So I went in and I cropped and put these together to show you before and after. So at the bottom is what's there now. And a lot of broken windows. It kind of cracks me. They're even showing the wires that are hanging on the building, stuff that has to be removed. But you can see the ramp system up here that's improved. And this is on the train side. And then the other elevation, again, more wires at the bottom. Somebody took some really detailed time to draw everything that's hanging off these buildings. So you'll see that they're cleaning them up, and I'll show you rendering here in a little bit of the new siding that's going on. And then there's a power and storage systems building that's being redone. On the bottom, it's just block building, and they're going to put siding on it. They're at the top to match what's happening out there at the park. And this will be across from the carousel. And then there's a new restroom building. So they realized that we don't want people walking all the way over to the restrooms. So on the right there, you see the floor plan, a couple stalls, and then it's designed in the same manner to reflect the vocabulary out there at the park. A little bit different color, but the idea is to give people a rest stop while they're there. So this is the platform. So you can see to the right there, when you walk out, this is the main entry, you'll come out this side, walk through, get your ticket, come out here, wait on the platform, and it's like an old-time train station. So, and that platform is not short. It is over 100 feet long, and will extend, I think it's about 3 or 4 cars long. So it'll have that feel that you're boarding a train when you get on it. So that'll be kind of fun. I was telling Brandon, I can see this becoming a senior picture spot. Folks going out there just to get photos taken and things like that. So, for sure. Okay, let's see if I can get that wrong one.
You want the presentation?
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay. So here's the rendering. So this is approaching, and what I told Brandon I really liked was they took the idea of the railroad tracks and stuck them in the ground at an angle, and that's how they create the signage for it. So kids will really get a kick out of that. It's a nice displaying the Parks logo as well as Noblesville. So you can see the folks walking into Hop Station, and then on the left-hand side there is where the restroom is. There'll be decorative gated. You can see the pavilion roof coming out across here, and it stretches all the way out.
Sorry.
And now when you walk up there, the trains are kind of in a line, and it's hard to see all of them, but they're going to be right up front and center when you get there. Some of the older cabs. There's no seating shown in this one, but I was telling them because I can see a lot of grandparents kind of hanging out here with their grandkids and waiting on the train. Another shot of the plaza in front, new parking lot. And then just an aerial shot looking down. You can see a little bit of the platform there as folks are getting it. Okay, and then Andy, there was one more. There was a site plan. I'm in the right-hand quarter.
This one?
No, maybe not.
This one?
Okay, and there it is. So that'll give you a layout of everything. So in the bottom right corner is a storage barn that's within the area where the cars are. And then you can see where the hop station, the restroom, and then on the far left is a new pavilion. So they're going to add one more to the group that's out there. Yeah, this is pretty exciting. So this is being planned. They had bids come in recently, and they want to make sure it's shovel ready. So, as in there's a couple projects last time where they were ready to go as soon as the government said we need something. Here it is. So yeah, this is happening, and I think it'll be about a little less than a year. That'll be a good addition to Forest Parks. And then Andy, you had one more thing that you popped up there for me. I wanted to share with you from our, there it is, Parks Board packet. Yes, where was that one?
Close this.
Yeah. So I was telling Beth, this really kind of brought a smile to all our faces. So the city had about 100 pallets of flowers, and they realized that they were not going to be able to get them all planted, everything going with COVID-19 and essential employees. So they donated half of them and put an APB out and said, does anybody know anyone who is shut in, could use a pick-me-up? And so they donated 50 flats of these flowers and delivered them to folks around town. The other thing that I really got a kick out of, it talks about what Gary Deacon is doing out at the golf course. He has actually gone out and he's put the pegs in all the holes so that when you hit your ball, you don't have to reach all the way in. The ball's still standing up. He's being conscious of people touching things, washing down all the carts, social distancing. The golf course, believe it or not, actually had a better March and late February than they did last year. The weather was nicer, and they were able to get people through, even while social distancing. They realized that it was kind of an outlet for folks to go out and just enjoy themselves. So anyway, this was just a neat little addition to the packet, and I wanted to share it with you guys.
Yeah, very good.
That's great.
Thanks, Andy.
No problem.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay. On to our claims. Can I have a motion to approve the claims as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Joe and Brad. Any discussion on claims? Okay. All those in favor? Brad?
Aye.
Monica?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
And Lisa?
Aye.
Okay. Motion passes. And before we adjourn, I know Dave is on the phone. I really got a kick out of reading his operations report. Just all the stuff that's happening behind the scenes that people don't even know about. It just did my heart good. You know, there's stuff happening here, and I was joking a little bit about some of the construction projects, and he mentioned our schools are pretty clean right now. The only people in were the contractors. But the one thing I wanted to point out, so I even noticed in my office park, folks that were on the playground equipment and out and about, he had a comment in here about trying to keep people off the tennis courts, which seems to be the big issue right now. And at the parks, they've actually taken backboards off of the goals or literally put a lid on the goals so that it doesn't entice people to come out and play. So anyway, yes, so Dave, if you were here, I would ask you a few things and brag on you a little bit, but just want to say thank you. The progress on the stadium and the community center, Brad, your comment about that. It's exciting to see something happening out there driving by. I have a lot of people, it's getting a lot of conversation up and some excitement's building, so that's good.
Well, teacher retention too is so strong. I mean, that was one thing that popped out in that report as well. And I
Yes.
think that's clearly a big difference. And so I'm really excited to see that.
Well, just the ability to vet teachers and interview them via Zoom, that whole thing, it's not an easy thing to do. I mean, it takes some skill. So, and then I want to thank Heather. Just continuous improvement is what ran through my mind. All of the updates, the school crisis, the safety drill, missing child protocol, even the feedback from the students on the safety drills. I thought that was genius. Who better to get comments from, right? I mean, so I don't think anybody ever asked me when I was in school what I thought about any of that stuff. So thank you, Heather. I thought that was great. And Annetta, the line that jumped out at me in your report, maintaining summer school is a high priority for NHS. This is a thing. From kids that are expecting it, it's a big thing. And so I was just happy to see that. I think a lot of parents initially thought they might be sending their kids to summer school to get them out of the house and have realized that that's going to be online too. But anyway, I appreciate all the work going on behind the scenes with Ryan and Jen and that to do all that. And then Jen Townsend developed a framework for reporting for elementary alongside instructional coaches. The teachers can utilize instead of the traditional fourth quarter reporting. That's huge. I mean, that's basically shifting the whole paradigm of how you do things. And doing it on the fly, as our governor says, turning and burning.
Yeah.
You know, I love that. You know, here you go with all these teachers that have great ideas on how to get things done. And you mentioned all the stuff going on with counseling, and Laura's update, again, my heart just burst. All of the activity going on with counselors, I have heard from some parents and some neighbors that in some cases it's more important now than it would be when they're in the buildings. And the kids, I don't think they realized until now just how important those counselors are to them. And when they see them, when they see their faces, hear their voices, there's just a lot of appreciation from the parents, how much work's going on behind the scenes there. And the Juvenile Services Center, I didn't even think about the changes there. Having to, again, how crazy to think that you're training some of these folks there at JSC, the staff, to actually be teaching. Instead of the parent, it's the staff member now.
Right.
It's just, it's amazing. I would love to have kind of a round table when this is all done and just hear some of the stories and about what's happening behind the scenes with those kids and the staff. So kudos to all the staff and everything that's going on. We have not seen you, but we know you are like the swan with its legs kicking under the surface of the pond. You know, lots going on. And Andy, I don't know that we can say thank you enough. I mean, just who would have thunk that all this investment, all this time we've spent all these years would pay off in such a big way? From comments other schools are making, you know, the interesting thing, kids are talking. And it's not just Noblesville kids talking, it's Noblesville kids talking to Carmel kids, and HSC kids, and Zionsville kids, Anderson kids. And it's become quite apparent when they talk to each other, the difference between the experiences they're having right now. And a lot of that is you and your staff. So we know the teachers are implementing it, but they couldn't do it if
It's
you
not
didn't
me,
do it,
it's a
right?
lot of work by a lot of other people.
So,
Well, and just to have the foresight that they did so many years ago to put all this infrastructure in place and the training, and it's amazing when we listen to meetings across the state where they don't have
Yes.
any of this e-learning. I mean, so yeah, it was Andy's vision most certainly that got us to this point.
you really just, you take it for granted until you talk to folks in other states. I have members in other states that their elementary kids don't have any of this. It shows up in middle school and high school, but the parents are really sitting home trying to figure out what to do with their kids, and here it is. And not only that, but the cohesiveness of everything that we have. You're not bringing your own device and trying to get it's all on the same platform, and the kids know how to use it, which, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but the parents are like, thank God, they know what they're doing. You know, it's-
We couldn't have done it without Dr. Niedermeyer's support, the board support. I mean, it truly is the Department of Learning, Annetta, it truly is a team.
Yeah.
You know, it's a huge lift by a big team.
well, we were joking, I didn't read you the survey. We thought, what a better time, right? So everybody's gonna have a really deep immersive experience in all this. So I think we'll get some really good feedback.
And I know I mentioned it before too, Ben Walters has been huge. We talked about those parking lot hotspots. He's been going around. He got that done so quickly.
So fast
Yeah.
you got that
Yes.
done. So thanks to Ben for that, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yes. Well, anyway, thank you, all of you. Okay, so I think with that, do I have, our next scheduled meeting will be a work session. It'll be held on Tuesday, May 5th at the ESC. I'm not sure if we're doing that
Yeah,
one
Might be a Zoom.
via Zoom.
Yeah,
or-
we'll have to see what comes out. If the stay-at-home order is lifted May 1, we might be able to do it with social distancing, so let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Much better.
Yeah.
And then our next regular school board meeting will be on Tuesday, May 19th. Again, God willing, here at the ESC. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Brad?
Aye.
Monica?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Lisa?
Aye.
All right, 6:31. We are adjourned.